To Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Jaguars in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
On second down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On play action, Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Gibson to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They go play action with Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Lawrence on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On second down, a run with ETN. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Howell. Getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Jaguars nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll look to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
1st down, Howell to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Howell. Pressure comes and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Howell, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Zerline's kick is up and through. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. On the counter, Gibson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of him.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now throwing on first down here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Off play action. It's Howell. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
A fairly short kick from the 14. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, settling, ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the air on 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 16,
Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 30 on second down. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Howell looking to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Signs back at the 22. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Howell under pressure, and they got to him again. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
I'm ready. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 78 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down. Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they go play action with Howell. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, Orban, 61, back. Hey, box up.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson,
58 yards.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
There you go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Howell throwing on third down here.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
On the set.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that's complete TTN out of the backfield.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, keep set. Keep set. Hey, you. Hey, right there.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one